Will Johnson writes, "Hey AMC Movie Talk, I'm a diehard fan of the show and I watch every day. Recently I rewatched The Breakfast Club and couldn't stop thinking about how interesting a remake of the movie could be. In general, I agree with John's philosophy about remakes and how even if the remake is bad, if we still have the original. My question is, do you think that a Breakfast Club remake with a modern-day spin that included modern-day issues like teenagers' addiction to technology, the loss of human interaction between teens and bullying on social media, do you think it could turn out well? Thank you so much."
I got to tell you, I think it's a great idea. I really do. Like, Breakfast Club is so iconic and so classic for what it was. It really was taking these 5 kids and then making each one of them, it was almost like an old Japanese film in many ways. They made each one of the characters almost the embodiment of a pop culture and teenage-ish issue. You know, each one of them became kind of the embodiment of that, and then how that plays out. It's such a great, groundbreaking, wonderful film if you look beyond just the kind of cuteness of it. It's also very deep and wonderfully made and all that kind of stuff. Now, you couldn't take a movie like that and then just remake it as a pure remake because the issues have changed. Characters have changed. It's different now. But I love what he's suggesting. I love what Will is suggesting about now take the 5 characters and make them the embodiment of contemporary issues and do that. And I think something like that could be very, very effective. And I think it could be very well done. And oddly enough, despite the fact that a lot of people jump up and down and get their backs up when they hear the word remake, which I'll never understand that reaction to it, but I think a lot of people would accept the idea of remake to this because the changes and the benefits to the contemporary culture are so obvious. I think a lot of people would actually be okay with it. Dennis, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. I think it's more of getting the right director and the right writer for this role. I think someone like a Paul Feig, who did Freaks and Geeks. I don't know if you guys have seen that show, but it's one season. It's where Jason Segel, James Franco, Seth Rogen, Linda Cardellini, all these people came from. And it's fantastic. And so I feel like that kind of tone, I think, would work very well with it. So, yeah, and I like the idea of, like, especially the idea of the lack of social interaction because of how technology has advanced with Twitter and Facebook and email and all that stuff.
We have never been more connected, and we have never been more isolated.
Yeah.
It's really ironic, and it's also ironic that I'm saying that while you're watching us on YouTube. Aaron, would you be up for a remake of A Breakfast Club?
Absolutely. I love the original and I love this idea. And I've actually thought on my list of movies I think could be remade, that has always been on that list because I think that the story still holds true. And I think that the characters are so important to that story that, like you said, if you give the characters a different angle or something a little bit different to make it unique, and you're not changing the story, you're just changing the point of view a little bit, which I think is the way to do a remake, and I think it would do the original justice.
Absolutely agree.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.